Well, what are we doing here today? Well, we're here because there was an unfortunate incident. The brake light here broke off the back of the Jeep. How did that happen? Well, we were backing up out of the garage. I reached up, clicked the wrong button. I meant to take the top back, and I hit the garage door, and it started coming down. And my wife, who was not in the car, she was waiting for me to pull out so that she could get in, saw it happening, told me to stop, which is fine, but then she told me to come forward. And when I came forward, the garage door was here. And so when I came forward, it knocked this off. So note, if the garage door is coming down, if it hits your car, it'll just go back up, just like an elevator does. But if you move forward, whatever's caught in between becomes a casualty. So we have to repair this now. And it came off and it broke inside of this. So I detached it from here. So the cable itself didn't break. I detached that so that I could keep this somewhere safe. And then the bag that you saw over it was to keep rain out of it because it rained yesterday. So what I have to do is open this up and then plastic weld this back in place. So it's an unfortunate episode today, but it's all part of what we do when we Jeep it up.
Why don't you get yourself a regular car?
It's a Jeep, Dad. I look good in it.
You have to be a mountain climber to get in it.
All right, so the first thing that I have to do is take off the wheel so that I can get to this. Of course, don't remember what size it is. Right, first time, 7/8. Looks like I may have to take this off first. So this is the backup camera. So let's do that first. And it doesn't appear to actually be a screw. It's just a lock. So that's weird. So you don't have to unscrew, you just have to turn it. And then it looks like that'll stay on. Okay. Again, if you don't have one of these, I'll put the QR code right here. These are great. All right, so next I have to, this piece here actually opens up. So that's next. T25. Now, because there's a lot of these, I'm going to use my electric one again. It doesn't make it go as fast as what I'm showing you in the video, but it's pretty fast. Alright, next thing to note is that this does not come forward, it's the back piece that goes backwards. Interesting. Wouldn't have thought that. All right, so now so this cable here is just tacked in here. This is a little adhesive sticky thing, so that's no big deal. You can replace that. And there's a couple of those around. It's just adhesive, so easy enough to replace that. So take the cable loose and then open the door, and this will come right off. Now, out of all the things that I do have, I don't actually have a workbench out here besides this that I keep my tools on. So I'm going to take this into the house so that I can have a table to work on it. But essentially, what I'm going to do, and I'll show you this when I'm inside, is this is what broke. So I have to take this, which goes on like this, and then plastic weld that in place. I don't know if I'm going to plastic weld it or glue it, but I'm going to do something.
A few moments later.
All right, so what I've decided to do, as opposed to plastic welding, is I have some JB Weld steel stick here, which is steel reinforced epoxy. So that's what I'm going to use because it's such a small job. And these bolts are, I mean, technically you should take them out, reshape this whole thing, put them back in there. But if I have to do that, then I will. But I'm hoping this is going to work instead. Now, before you handle this JB Weld, you need to put gloves on because it's toxic. So you just take it, you kind of mix it up. With your hands till it's one solid color. You'll see it change from lighter gray to a darker gray here. All right. Will fit in here good enough. So I'm just gonna kind of split this in half. And then the other side. Same sort of thing. You just work it around the plastic that it's going to hold. And then what this will do is it will harden enough that you can literally drill through it, which means it's just as good as plastic. I've used this on other jobs having to do with my motorcycle. So now it's just got to set as soon as I get happy and stop playing with it. Now it just has to set and dry. Now, you always end up having leftovers. You can say this is all I have left. So this little tube worked for quite a few many jobs. Now, if you have the same sort of issue where you have a smaller job that would actually, I mean, I could plastic weld this, and you'll probably see me plastic weld some other time. But this is a simpler solution. I did plastic welding on the Jeep Liberty when I was repairing the bumper. Now, that video is not out yet, but when it is, I'll link it right here. I will let it sit for quite some time so that it can dry. And then I'll go in there and put it all back together. But I don't remember how long. I'll probably look it up to let it sit. But I'm going to let it sit for several hours, and then I'll come back and I'll check it and make sure that it's setting well enough to put back together. I can always let it dry while it's on. I just have to make sure it's dry enough for me to put it back out there without it falling apart. So that's where we're at now. I will give you some close-ups, and then I will fast forward. I will fast forward to where I'm putting it back on the Jeep. All right, so it's been about an hour. The JB wheel on here is dry. You can tap it with a pencil and hear it knock. You can tell that it's solid now. It's been an hour. That's how long it takes to really set, but it won't be at maximum strength for 5 hours, something like that. So plenty of time it will be sitting on here to do that. So we're going to go ahead and put it back together. Very simple, just the opposite of what we did before. Except for we gotta put this back in. And I think I'm gonna try to use the same sticky because it's still sticky. Remember which way that goes in. Alright, there's the cable in here. You have to make sure it gets fitted where it's supposed to go, or else this will not snap shut. And we just put these little pieces back in. Now when you put these back in, be careful because they are not all the same size. You have short ones and long ones. So make sure you know which ones go where. Longer ones are the ones that go down here. All right. Oh, the hardest part is getting this wheel back up here. Alright, so down is unlocked, and you can see that pushes very easily, and then when it's up, then it's locked. And up, it's locked. There you go. Now, let's push the brake. And that is all there is to it. Unfortunate accident. Hopefully it won't happen to anybody else, but if it does, quick way to fix it without having to try to find and replace this entire piece. Because while I looked for it, I did not find it easily unless you go to Jeep. Lord knows we don't want to go to the dealer. So just another, hopefully, helpful tip if something stupid like this happens to you and you forget to push the wrong button and all of those consequences come into play. But hopefully it'll help you out as you continue to Jeep it up.